Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Carolina and I've started this channel to share knowledge and practical advice on how to raise a bilingual or multilingual child. Today we're going to have a bit of a different episode because, as you can see behind me and probably all around you as well, the Christmas season is upon us. And I'm not gonna lie, this is definitely one of my favorite times of the year. So I thought we would do a little bit of a Christmas special and talk about what it's like to celebrate this time when you are a multilingual family. If you're new here, then please subscribe. I'll be super grateful because it really helps me grow my channel. And what's more, this way you can be notified of any future episodes if you also press that notification bell. We haven't talked a lot about this on this channel yet, but being a multilingual family often means that you're also a multicultural one. So in these special times of the year, like Christmas, how do you bring those different cultures together? Of course, I can only speak about our experiences, but if you yourself are part of a multilingual family, then we'd love to hear about your experiences as well. So please do share them with us in the comments below. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that I was born in Poland, but I have spent many years of my life living abroad. So I have lived in the United States, in England and France. And then my husband is French himself, but he has also lived in other countries, in England where we met, in France obviously, and also a little bit in Japan. Right now we are both living in Poland with our 5-year-old son, and we try our best to introduce the elements of both cultures, the French and the Polish one, as well as some of our own traditions that we have picked up along the way. When it comes to celebrating Christmas, there are actually a few differences between Poland and France, and it starts with the actual dates that are celebrated or even considered Christmas. So in Poland, definitely the most important time is the evening or the late afternoon of the 24th of December, so Christmas Eve. Even though it is theoretically a working day in Poland, almost nobody goes to work. Most companies will close already a couple of days before. And even if you do have this kind of job that requires you to come in, you will often get to finish early as well. Also, shops will close early or will actually already be closed from the 23rd. So, you know, it's funny sometimes when you watch those American films and people do this last minute hurried Christmas shopping on the 24th in the evening. This does not happen in Poland. You cannot really get anything at that time anymore. You're supposed to be at home with your family having the Christmas Eve dinner. And then after dinner, we often sing Christmas carols and unpack presents. And then in the evening, many families will choose to go to the midnight mass as well. On the 25th, so Christmas Day, it might vary from family to family how people spend their days, but in general, I would say people are just exhausted after all the preparations they had to do for the 24th. So often this becomes a bit of a lazy day where you will sleep in, walk around in your pajamas until noon. Or actually, in my family, when I was growing up, we would never change out of our pajamas on the 25th. This was our pajama day. We would spend it just watching Christmas films and eating the leftovers from the 24th. We also celebrate Boxing Day on the 26th. So this is the day where you might again meet up with some of your extended family members. You might travel somewhere further away. So again, this is a very family-oriented day. And now in France, what I've noticed is that even though some families will come together on the 24th, they don't seem to put as much emphasis on this day, on this special night. And they also tend to open their gifts and have a bigger family gathering on the 25th. So I would say in France, this is the main Christmas celebration. And then the biggest difference is the 26th, which is not even considered Christmas in France. And I remember the first time I spent Christmas there, I was so surprised in a bad way because people will just go to work. I'm like, but it's Christmas. So with all these differences, we find that the easiest thing to do for us is to follow the traditions of wherever we are for Christmas. So if we're spending it in Poland, then we're going to follow the Polish traditions. And if we are in France, then we do those. And I think it will be interesting to see with time how James, our son, feels about it. Because for now, well, he has been to France twice for Christmas, but he doesn't really recall it. And then last Christmas, well, it was a COVID one, so that's different as well. And so I actually asked him the other day, which kind of Christmas do you prefer, the Polish one or the French one? And he said, oh, I prefer English Christmas. I'm like, well, but we've never been to England for Christmas. No, but we speak English at Christmas time. That's what we did last year, and I really liked it. That's my favorite. So I don't really think he grasps the concept yet of these different nuances in our cultures. Of course, music is a big part of Christmas as well. When it's the three of us, we mostly sing English Christmas songs because English is our family language. But then James also knows a couple of Polish songs from preschool, although I'd say that they are more winter songs than the Christmas songs, but still, we sing them together sometimes. And he also knows Petit Papa Noel, which he learned from my husband. I think with time, I would love to teach James some of our traditional Polish carols, so those more religious ones. I feel like there are some truly beautiful ones, and it would be a shame if he didn't know them. This year we're also trying something new. For the first time we've bought some Christmas stockings. So obviously the Christmas stocking tradition is very popular in the States and in England, and we've always been fascinated by it. So we thought, why not make it our own family tradition as well? So we've bought our stockings recently, and we're really excited to try it out for some little gifts and sweets. When it comes to other traditions, even when we are in Poland, we do observe the French tradition of the 6th of January, which is kind of considered the last day of the Christmas period. And in France, they always make something called galette de roi. And this is a type of cake. My husband is always happy to prepare it. And inside the cake, you need to hide an almond. And then when you cut the cake, the person who finds the almond in their piece becomes the king or queen of the day. And there's usually a paper crown to go with the cake. And finally, when does Christmas end? Well, this is also different in different cultures. And in Poland, I sometimes have a feeling like it never ends. Because if you go to church, you're going to hear Christmas carols all the way until the 2nd of February. And also many people seem to leave their Christmas decorations up throughout January. So even though we are living in Poland at the moment, we don't actually follow this tradition because I'm not a big fan. We do what I saw being done in England while living there, which is by the 6th of January, you should really, say goodbye to Christmas, pack up all your decorations and move on. All right, so that's our Christmas as a multilingual family. Did anything surprise you? If yes, please let me know in the comments below. And also don't forget to share your traditions as well. As this is likely to be the last episode this year, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you a very Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you all in the new year. Bye!